Happy Easter, everybody. So this is going to be kind of a mixture of a fun review and some politics. So again, you probably know where I stand on things if you've listened to any of my other videos. Not that many people are. But let's talk about kind of where our culture is headed. And I'm going to use a trailer that just dropped on the internet apparently a week or so ago. The Rise of Skywalker, which is going to be the last movie in the Star Wars 9-movie series. And of course, the first 3 movies that came out in the 70s and the 80s are among my favorite movies. It created a powerful mythos in my childhood. Who didn't love Luke Skywalker and many of those characters? So then when they did the prequels, I was okay with that. It was neat to see all the CGI stuff and everything. They weren't the greatest stories in the world, but they weren't bad. And then when numbers 7 and 8 came out, I don't even remember the names. I'm not that much into it. But the one where we time jump ahead however many years, and then you have the new characters being introduced. I thought the first one was okay. You know, it obviously was referencing the whole Death Star thing. And now instead of having, stay down, Jackson. The dog's getting nervous. There's thunder. Stay down. Lay down, dog. No. Sorry about that. He's a big nervous mess. He does not like thunder. I thought, okay, so they upgraded. Instead of having a Death Star, now we have a Death Planet. A planet that can, a weapon that, stay down, dog, that can channel the molten core of the planet and take out whole systems or whatever it was. And then we got to see the, stay down, dog. God, he's being a big baby. Sorry. We got to see some of the return of our characters. So I didn't think it was a bad movie overall. It was pretty good. The Last Jedi, on the other hand, I couldn't stomach. Stay down. What is wrong with you? Sorry, this is going to be a botched video because the dog is a big baby when it comes to thunder. He does not like it at all. I don't think I've not finished The Last Jedi. I've tried to watch it like 2 or 3 times now on Amazon Prime, but I fall asleep. It is one of the worst culturally contaminated movies I've seen in ages, where they were so preachy about this Nouveau feminism that I couldn't handle it. And that's what I would complain about, is that the culture is so dominated by the left in movies, and then in colleges, universities, and in politics, and in other cultural things, that it's hard to get away from their overt preachiness. And I don't mind strong female leads. In fact, I like a lot of characters that are strong female leads. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem when it's painfully obvious that the men are incompetent, are losers. And one of the things I really hated about The Last Jedi is the total destruction of Luke Skywalker, where you took a beloved character from the original franchise, and now you've turned him into an old Unabomber person living on some planet who's jaded about his past. And that isn't telegraphing a message about how the movie directors and producers look at our culture now. I don't know what does. And I don't think I've ever gotten past the point where we get to hear how jaded and cynical and lousy Luke is. He's not somebody you admire anymore. It's like, well, probably him turning into a Force ghost is the best thing that could happen to him. If you don't know what a Force ghost is, that's all the things that Obi-Wan turned into. Anyway, the last trailer dropped, and it just looks like Rey is Super Rey, and is going to do everything possible. They're trying to maybe salvage the damage of The Last Jedi by calling it The Rise of Skywalker, but I don't think it's doable. The left does not know how to not ruin everything they get involved with. They don't know how to be less than overtly preachy. It's not enough like, we'd like you to choose this. You have to choose this. You don't have a choice. This is the way it is. To think otherwise makes you a racist or a sexist or whatever it is that they find most damaging to your reputation. Because what do they want to do? They want to damage your reputation and then force you to convert. See, that's, again, let's go back to yesterday's thing. One thing the left and Islam have in common, especially radical Islam, is forced conversion. You know, either get with the game plan or we will destroy you. For the left, they will just destroy your public reputation. Radical Islam, they will kill you. Hey, it's crickets, and I didn't even get to get through a lot of this. Say a little prayer for Jackson. He's freaking out with the thunder. Bye, folks.